Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Hello. I see people are ready to go. All right. Without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. I see a nice full group. Many people on, which is amazing and wonderful and fantastic. This is great. A nice active group. So let's go ahead and get started. Just as I start each class, oops. As I start each class, I want to remind people to just move in your comfortable, pain-free range of motion. Try to never push yourself beyond the point of something that feels comfortable or your gut tells you is your comfort zone. You can always just add more later. You have many weeks to do it. But if something's not feeling quite right, you can always modify or just take a little break if you're not sure on how to modify. And let's go ahead and start with our nice tall posture, seated in the chair. I'm going to move you away from me so that you can see a little bit more than just my face here. Okay, so you're seated in a chair and you're in a chair position with your body. So your back tip of ear in line with your shoulder, shoulder in line with your hips, and that houses the spine, the spinal column. And the spinal column is in an S curve position, a little dip in the cervical spine, a little dip in the lordotic spine. So it's not perfectly flat. So a lot of times you'll hear someone say flat back, flat back, or read literature, flat back, where unless it's specific to your concern, if you have a certain issue, flat back means S curve neutral. So you want that slight natural dip of the spine, and that's your neutral alignment. Feel that your head is also floating off of your shoulders, and your shoulders are down and back. So your shoulder blades are actually drawing your shoulders down and back. And the shoulder blades are going down and into your body. The navel is going in and up, in towards the spine without changing your spinal alignment, into the spine and up. And those muscles are helping to pull us away from gravity that's constantly pulling us down. So you're lifting and lengthening, and then you're contracting and supporting. So we pretty much took care of the upper body, ear, shoulder, hip alignment, abs, shoulder blades tight, head floating. And then your leg position, both feet are hip width apart, like train tracks, toes, knees, and hips about hip width apart, or about 8 inches or so. The weight is in your heels, and you're seated comfortably on the edge of a sturdy chair. So you don't want to go so far over the edge that you're feeling like you're going to teeter off the chair, but also if you're able, not to be all the way back. So when we do leg extensions, leg exercises, sit to stands, you're going to be set up in the right alignment. And then also seated high on your sits bones. So the upper hamstring and the top of that femur bone, not on the buttock cheeks itself. Okay, so you want to sit up high on the sits bones and the thighs, and I think we're ready to go. So let's start by taking nice deep breaths in through the nose. Inhale and exhale. And as you're thinking about your posture, try to think about lengthening your whole torso, lifting the rib cage up towards the ceiling, expanding the rib cage as you're breathing in deeply into the front, side, and the back of your lungs. So we're trying to increase our lung capacity. Inhale and exhale, as if your lungs are helium balloons, or balloons. They don't have to be helium, oxygen balloons. Breathing in that oxygen, expanding the lungs, and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. And if you start to feel a little bit dizzy or lightheaded, that's normal, but you might want to not breathe in so deeply. And exhale. And then slowly roll the right shoulder, and then the left, the right and the left. rolling the shoulders back in a comfortable, pain-free range of motion, circling, circling, and reverse direction. So now take the right shoulder forward, then the left, and the right, and the left, and 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. And now try to roll both shoulders back. If that doesn't feel comfortable, continue to alternate right and left, or just do both. And circle, trying to get the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. And this actually turns this warm up, by visualizing that, it turns a warm-up exercise into a pretty decent workout for the rotator cuff, the upper chest, base of shoulders, and upper back. And then let's reverse direction. So doing both arms or alternating. So alternate if that feels more comfortable. And roll forward a couple of times. And 2, and 1. And then roll both shoulders down and back once. Take a deep breath, arms up. Exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Flex your palms down by your side. Roll the shoulders back once, down and back, to just support the position. So when we do other head and neck exercises, you're starting with a really lifted base. The base for the head is a nice, strong upper body, chest, shoulders, and back. Tilt the right ear to right shoulder, and you're stretching the left side of the neck. Top of the shoulder, upper chest, and upper back. And hold it here for about 4 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, and a couple more, and again. And all you're going to do is just tuck your chin to your right shoulder. So your chin gets tucked into the right shoulder, the shoulder alignment doesn't change, and you should feel the stretch gently start to move towards the back of the neck. If you feel anything that feels uncomfortable, a pulling, a pinching, that just doesn't feel comfortable, back off and do the first stretch we did, or simply bring the head to center, shake out the arms, and just kind of ease into it. And then inhale and exhale, looking down at the floor past your right thigh. Inhale and exhale. And one more. Inhale and exhale. Relax your hands, slowly roll the head to center. Look straight ahead. 2 deep breaths. Inhale, arms up. And exhale. And once more. And exhale. Roll your shoulders back once just to set the proper posture. Flex your palms and left ear to left shoulder. So now you're feeling that the ear is coming down to that left shoulder. The shoulder does not come up to meet the ear. That's not the goal. The goal is to have the shoulders away from your ears as much as possible to give your neck a really good stretch. Continue to inhale, expanding the lungs in the front, the side, and the upper back. And one more breath. And exhale. And then now all you're going to do is tilt your chin into the left shoulder and inhale and exhale. Notice how the stretch moves from the side of the neck and it starts to creep to the back of the neck. Nice deep breath and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And one more. And exhale. Gently roll the head down to center and relax your arms. Look straight ahead. We're going to do some shoulder circles. Tilt your right ear to right shoulder. Let your arms relax at your side or on your thighs and just roll the head down, slowly to the left, and down and slowly to the right. And if this feels comfortable and doable, keep it here. If you'd like to add a little bit more range of motion, very gently, right ear to right shoulder, look up at the ceiling, carry the head to the left shoulder, and then down in front again. So we're circling the head in a very modest range of motion, very gentle, circling slowly. And if you're feeling dizzy, lightheaded, and you just feel this doesn't feel right for you, you could just modify doing that semicircle in the front. One more, slowly all around and to the center. Look straight ahead, and let's uncurl ourselves around. Tilt your head over to the left and start going from left shoulder to right ear, side to side. And if this is feeling comfortable, you're going to take your left ear to left shoulder, gently look up at the ceiling. Try not to throw your head too far back, and down and over to the left side again. Very comfortable, pain-free range of motion and movements. And circle and down. One more. Circle and around, down, and look straight ahead. March it out with your legs and take 4 deep breaths. Inhale, arms up, and exhale. So a very thorough warm up for the upper body, and also a pretty good workout for the cervical spine and the neck, your neck, upper back, and upper chest. And exhale. Continue to march. Allow your arms to come out at your side. Palms are facing forward, and like little flashing lights, you're opening and closing the palms, and they're going out to the side and all the way up. And stretch your palms out, stretch your fingers, and then make a fist and go right back down. And let's do that 3 more times. Again, these look like very gentle exercises. If you focus on stretching your fingers to your maximum, if you focus on squeezing your fists to your maximum and pain-free range of motion, it turns into quite a good workout for your hands, for your forearms, and your shoulders. Come all the way back up and then back out. And one more. Keep the legs marching. Back out and up, and then back out and down. Woo! And shake out your hands. So you should feel your arms very awake, very alive, pumping with blood and oxygen, and quite worked out. Shoulders are nice and lubricated. Let's stretch those guys out. So bring your right arm across the body, give your arm a hug with the left hand, and stretch the back of the shoulder, upper back, and neck. Try to sit as tall as you can on your sits bones. Lengthen and lift. Embrace that S-curve neutral. Inhale. As you exhale, navel to spine, lift it up and turn your body to the left. So you're really stretching and gently twisting to the left side. Look as far over that left shoulder as you can, increasing mobility and flexibility for your neck. Very important to keep us safe while driving. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Comfortable, pain-free range of motion. Exhale. And then slowly bring that upper body center, and then bring that right arm over your head. Now, if this doesn't feel comfortable to lift this arm like this, place your right hand on top of your left shoulder, and then using your left arm, lift up the elbow and push it back behind you. So you're going to get a variation in the tricep and the shoulder stretch as you would in this position, where your right hand is reaching between your shoulder blades. Your left hand is pressing the tricep, the muscle that we're stretching, or at the elbow. So the higher up you go, the more intensity. You can pull your arm back a little farther, You're lengthening your torso up a little higher, but sometimes this position is not doable for some people, just the way we were put together. Maybe shoulder mobility was such that you couldn't get the arm over your head like this. But if you had done that in the past, chances are you can do it again. So work towards it slowly. Inhale, lift, lengthen, and then lean to that left side. Gently lean. Adding intensity here, here, as well as the rib cage and hip. And even if you're here in the modified position, you can lean to the side and you'll be getting a little added stretch for that waistline. 2 more breaths. Exhale, and once more in, and exhale. And then reach up, 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 up. Lower the arms down, march it out, 2 deep breaths. And exhale, and inhale, and exhale. So now, instead of opening the palms and making a fist, just crunch your fingers. So we have all of these extra joints and muscles and different parts of our body that we don't focus on. We are now. So stretch your fingers out and just crunch your fingers like you're a lion, and you're going to give your biggest roar. Up and roar. All right, so I'm going to place my arms at my side. I'm going to stretch and I'm going to roar. Out, in, out and roar, out and roar. Working through the joints of the fingers. Out, out. Wasn't that Helen Reddy? I am woman, hear me roar, right? Roar. I am a man, hear me roar. Why not, right? And up, and up, and up, and up. Or was it Melissa Manchester? Text me. Let Michelle know and make sure she gets back to me. Now I have to know. And out and in. All right. Woo! One more time, guys. Again, if it's bothering your thumb or your wrist, take it easy. This is a workout. Out and in. Especially if you have arthritis or carpal tunnel, go easy on your body. Pain-free range of motion. Woo! Oh my goodness, this is a workout. And shake it out. Woo! I don't know about you, but my hands and wrists and forearms are really worked out. Take a nice deep breath and exhale halfway down. Relax the shoulders, revisit that perfect posture, left arm across the body. Give it a hug. It deserves it. Let me see. It's Helen Reddy. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I kind of thought so, but you never know. Thank you. Helen Reddy. Give credit where credit is due, right? Inhale, nice long spine. Exhale, pull the arm in, and let's twist. Twist, twist, twist. Keep lengthening like a reverse coil, a reverse corkscrew. You're lengthening. Gravity's pulling us down. We want to work against it. Lengthen, lift, twist. Lengthen, lift, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the stretch, upper back, back of the shoulder, muscles between the shoulder blades. They work for us. So they're such a hardworking part of the body when we're trying to maintain a very lifted posture, braced core. So we want to give them a little bit of TLC. Stretch them out a bit. Inhale, exhale. One more in, and exhale. Look past the shoulder, really work through the neck. And then slowly bring your upper body slowly uncoil. Now take that hand, place it on top of the shoulder. If you're modifying, otherwise, left arm is up. Reach behind your head like you're reaching for a scratch. And then take your right hand, pressing here at the tricep or over your head at the elbow. Lengthen your torso and ever so gently leaning over that to the right side. Stretching your hip, waistline, rib cage, increasing your lung capacity, stretching all those intercostal muscles. We were working our fingers. Well, there are muscles between each rib. Oh my gosh, who knew? So we need to work them and stretch them. Work them and stretch them. Open them up. Increase our lung capacity. Inhale. Very important nowadays. Inhale. increasing oxygen consumption, getting our cardiopulmonary system really fine-tuned, get it tuned up. And exhale, one more, guys. Inhale, keep your abs tight. Exhale, then up, 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 and back up to center. Relax your arms down. Woo! Shake it out. March it out. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Hands on the hips, right toe into the floor, and just energetically or slowly, if you feel more comfortable, circle the ankle, the knee, and the hip. So sometimes I work slowly, sometimes I work in a moderate tempo, and sometimes I work quickly. It's all good. And it's not, one is not better than the other necessarily. It's actually all good. When you work slowly, you work more thoughtfully, and it's harder work because you're controlling the movement. But when you work quickly, you're actually working on quickening your responses and reflexes. So that's also very important in balance. And they find that that's also very important in walking and gait, and keeping your walking muscles and reflexes fine-tuned, so that we don't lose that basic important movement in our life. And then let's do the other foot and circle. So sometimes I'll go slow, medium, fast. It's all good. It's all good. And also go through your filter of what's comfortable for you right now. And then reverse direction, circle in, relatively up tempo if you're feeling comfortable with that. Ankle, knee, and hip. And then let's march it out, right and left. Inhale, 4 breaths. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. One more, inhale, and exhale. So now we're going to continue marching, and we're going to slow it way down. You're going to lift the right knee up and touch it with your corresponding hand. So right knee, right hand, left knee, left hand, and lift. Now, if you feel comfortable giving that leg a little hug and a little encouragement, as long as you maintain your S-curve neutral braced core and it doesn't stress your back, pull that leg up and in. Hold it for a second. We're doing a slow march. Bring that knee in and hold it. If you feel comfortable with that, use both hands, both. Or just continue with a slow march and pull and pull. If your lower back starts to get a little tired or you're getting a little feedback, just modify, change the exercise to something that's comfortable. Always listen to your body. It knows exactly what's right for you. And 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And let's go back to a march, a nice medium march. Pump your arms, lift your knees up as high as you comfortably can. And just so you know, marching in a seated position is much more challenging on your hips and your lower back and your pelvic floor, your pelvic bone, and the muscles around it. So if you feel you need to do these standing, it's a little bit easier, or just don't lift your knees as high, or take little breaks. But this is not an easy exercise. And now march with toes inward. And march with toes forward. Keep smiling. And drink water. And march with toes outward. Woo! Good. And march with toes forward. All right. Now slow it down. Don't lift your knees as high. 2 deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. So go back to the slow march if you want. Go back to the medium march if you want. Or let's sprint. Clap your hands and fast feet. Fast feet. If that does not feel comfortable, don't do it. Modify. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Who turned up the heat? Oh my word. And exhale. One more. Inhale. Let's give it another go. Go fast. Sprinting feet, clap it. Again, don't feel comfortable with that? Regular march. Slow it down. Whatever you feel comfortable doing. But if you're feeling good, go for it. Woo! 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. March it out. See, you did such a good job. You were already clapping for yourself. Good job. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's stretch out those legs. Start with your left leg. You're still seated at the edge of your seat. Left leg is extended, heel is down and pressing into the floor. Toes are lifted, pulling up towards that kneecap. The kneecap is going up to the quadricep. So technically we're working and stretching at the same time. What's new, right? And never a dull moment here. So pressing and feeling the back, lower leg, back of the knee and the hamstring stretching. Pushing the heel down, you're strengthening those important hamstring muscles at the back of the knee for knee strength. Your kneecap is pulling into the quadricep muscle, which really are one of the primary muscles to keep that floating bone, the kneecap, where it should be, at attention, okay? So push the heel down, toes up, kneecap up, inhale, enjoy the stretch and enjoy the workout. Working out on top, stretching behind. Inhale, exhale, and again, S-curve neutral core, braced core. Inhale, exhale, and one more in and exhale. Ease your body back a little bit. Point your toes, stretch the top of the foot, the shin, and a little bit through that front quad. Inhale and exhale. Think about lengthening your leg like some little helper is there underneath your foot, pulling the foot down to the floor a little bit more. So you're getting a nice opening in the ankle, the knee, and the hip joint. You want to open the joint and stretch it. You want to open the joint and contract and work it. You never want to feel compressed and pinched and, contracted in a joint and then work out. You want to feel an opening and then contract around it. So you're really keeping that body, the lines of communication very open, very fluid. And then slowly up, change legs. Right leg is forward, heel is pressing down, toes are coming up, kneecap to quad. Feel the back of the knee working. The kneecap is pulling up, so the back of the leg is nice and stretched with some tension. There's a little bit of pull going on. It's those muscles kind of waking up and supporting the knee joint. Inhale, exhale, inhale, push the heel into the floor, exhale, inhale, exhale, and one more deep breath. Inhale, and exhale. Slowly come up and keep that leg there. We're going to use this position to strengthen that quadricep, hip flexor, and abdominal. You're just going to lift and lower that leg. Front leg raise. One of the most important physical therapy exercises, knee strengthening, hip strengthening exercises that have been around for decades and decades. So important, and a really nice basic exercise that you can incorporate every other day. So we're together Monday. You could do this type of workout on Wednesday and on Friday, and then you've done your job. 3 sets, strengthening the quad, strengthening that knee, and 4 more, 3, 2, and 1, and then bring that leg back. Now, if you prefer not to do a sit to stand, we're going to do sit to stands next. Just do another set of that front leg raise. Otherwise, you're seated at the edge of your seat, perfect form, heels underneath your kind of back behind your knees, hands on the thighs, sit to stand, and sit to stand. Get up with power and energy. Push the heels down. Pull the kneecaps up into the quadriceps, into that thigh. Squeeze the glute muscles, squeeze the buttock muscles. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And let's go for 6 more. If you feel comfortable doing these more quickly, last 5. Like, oh my gosh, there's my bus. I have to jump out of that seat and I've got to get that bus. So energy, energy, up and out, and up and out, and up and out. 1 more, and up and out. All right, have a seat. Shake out your legs, and let's, without further ado, let's get into that left leg. Stretch the left leg out, and we're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. So I'm sure you can feel your heart pumping. You know, we're working our body, we're working our cardiovascular system. Woo! Strengthening our joints, ankle, knee, and hip. Working our core, hip flexors, pelvic floor, lower abdominal, lower back. The front leg raise does all of that. And let's just do a handful more. Feel this front thigh contract like a tight little fist within that thigh muscle. And 2 more, and 1. Second set of sit to stands, let's do 5 more, okay? If you prefer not to, go ahead and do a second set of front leg raise. So heels are behind your knees, sit to stand, and reach the arms up. Sit to stand. Think about pushing the heels down, maintaining S-curve neutral spine. Ankles, knees, and hips, like train tracks, no knee kissing, and no riding a horse. Or kissing while riding a horse, I would imagine very dangerous. Don't try it. We're almost there. And up. Woo! Yes, I can be very silly. And 10 more, guys. 10 and 9, and if you opted to doing the front leg raises, you can just do a few more with the right leg, do a few more with the left leg, because we're doing quite a few more sit to stands than our 12. We're going a little beyond that, and 3 more, and 2 more, woo, and 1 more. 1. And down. All right, march it out. 2 deep breaths. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Shake out hands, shake out feet. Okay, so now you're going to grab your towel or your Dynaband. You're going to wrap the towel around your foot. Make sure it's long enough and so you can feel comfortable. And if it's not, like mine, it's a hand towel, you could bend the knee because it's really what's going on in the foot. So here's what's going on behind this towel. Your ankle is circling around. So you're grabbing a towel or your Dynaband, and you do the same thing with a towel or a Dynaband. You wrap it around your foot, the ball of your foot, crisscross it if you can, and circle that ankle around. Circle. Working through the foot, flexing it as much as you can, separating your toes, pointing your toes like you're picking up a marble. And to the best of your ability, keeping that Dynaband as flat and open as you can so it doesn't bunch and it's more comfortable. Mine was a little bunchy. I had to take a break to unbunch it. So feel free to take a break and unbunch it. And reverse direction, circle in the other way. So you can use your Dynaband, you can use a towel, or simply doing this exercise is also really good work. So say on Monday, we do it together. Wednesday, you do it during commercials if you're watching a TV program, and you can circle your ankles. Or when you're reading a book or at the dining room table. Nobody has to know what you're doing. You're just circling your ankle around, getting your workout in. And now flex and point. Flex and point. So I'm lifting my leg quite a bit, but you don't have to. The heel could even touch the floor or slightly hover an inch or so off the floor. It's really about what's going on when you're flexing and pointing or circling with the resistance that you're creating with whatever tool you have around. I'm not picky. And let's go for 4 more. 3 and 2 and 1. Now flex the foot and hold. What you're going to do now is bend the knee and straighten the leg. Bend the knee and straighten the leg. If you need to take a little breather, you might be getting a little cramp or it might feel a little tired in the foot or ankle area, just take the Dynaband off and rest, and then come back with us when you're ready. And just remember that tall, lengthened posture is maintained throughout class and beyond. Inhale and exhale. And 4 more presses. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And then bend the knee, release one end of the Dynaband slowly, shake it out, shake out your feet and hands, and let's do the other side. So using a towel, using your Dynaband, or nothing at all, just going through the motions with your non-resistance loaded leg or foot. Lift the leg up a little bit, keep that core braced, and circle around, circle. And it doesn't matter which way you go, in or out, we'll hit both directions, and circle. With each consecutive repetition. So if we're doing 10, have number 5 be a little bit bigger than number 4, and number 8 be a little bit bigger, open up a little wider than number 7. And let's reverse directions. Circle 10, 9, 8. Go slowly so that you don't, strain the ankle, and listen to your body. Should feel comfortable. And just a handful more, circle around. Couple more. And now flex and point. Flex and point. Toes up, toes down. Spread the toes, pick up a marble. Spread the toes, pick up a marble. 2 more. 1 more. And up. Now flex your foot. You can lift the leg up a little bit, or you don't have to. You can bend the knee, bend and stretch. You can push the heel to the floor, push the heel a few inches off the floor, or as high up as you comfortably can. As long as the position is feeling comfortable, go for it. Holding the leg up higher doesn't really change what's going on in the lower leg, but you're working a little bit more of the hip and your core, your abdominal and lower back, just so you are adding a little intensity because you're adding more muscle, and holding up the weight of the leg is harder work for the core, for the hips, so you get more work that way. But for the other muscles, you could be down here, you could be lying in bed. And 2 more, and 1 more. And bend the knee, remove the Dynaband, place it at your chair back or on your thighs. Inhale, march up, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Now, let's go ahead and hinge forward from our hips. It's one of my favorite exercises. It's effective, and it's, pretty much, you can't do this one standing up easily. You can kind of do it. But here on the floor, you're putting your body weight as well as the pressure of your hands into your thighs. Your ankles are underneath or behind your knees, underneath your hamstrings. You're going to spread your toes and equally place pressure from the big toe all the way to the pinky toe, from the inside of the ball of the foot to the outside of the ball of the foot. And you're lifting your heels up and down. And really put some nice pressure, if it's comfortable, on your thighs. And if it hurts your hands or wrists or thumbs or fingers, you could press with your forearms. As long as you can be in this position in your perfect S-curve neutral. Don't compromise by rounding and kind of caving in to get down there. Keeping that nice lifted posture. And down. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, keep breathing. And 1. And shake out arms and legs. And yes, you guessed it. I hear you. Third set of sit-to-stands. We're going to go for 20. If that's not your cup of tea, maybe you prefer decaf or coffee, it doesn't matter. You could go ahead and do a second set of heel raises. We're going to go ahead and do a sit-to-stand, or those that want to will do a sit-to-stand. So ankles are behind the knees. Here we go. Brace your core, and 20. Let's see how well I count down from 20. Usually not very good. Not very well. See, it already starts. And I think it's 17 and 16 and 15. Woo! And 14. Keep squeezing your shoulder blades. 13. Abs tight. 12. 11. Oh, I made it. Yay. Counting down from 10 is easy for me. We're on the home stretch. 10. 9. Woo! And 8. Keep stretching. 7. Abs and buttock muscles tight. 6. And 5. Woo! 4. If you're lifting your heels, doing those heel raises, keep lifting. Hang in there. 2 more. And 1. And down. Wow. March it out. Inhale. Nice work, guys. And exhale. This is not easy. Just because it's a sitting class doesn't make this at all easy. This is hard work. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. In. And exhale. Shake out arms. Shake out legs. Please grab that handy dandy Dynaband. 1 more time. And again, if you want to use your towel, you absolutely can. Take the right foot forward, left leg back. Palms are underhand in an underhand grip. So your hands are about 6 inches apart. Pull them out to the side so it's 6.5 or 7 inches apart. So a little bit of tension, but not a lot. Roll your shoulders back. Hinge forward from the hips. So you're leaning forward like you're in crew. You're rowing those crew boats, whatever they call them, canoes or something, spinners, maybe spinners. Inhale and exhale. Oh, I hope somebody flashes me a little pop-up and so I can give you the right information. Woo! Inhale and exhale. So here you are on the Montclair High School crew team. And here we are, we're rowing. We're rowing. Shh. Good. Shh. And you're keeping that 7 inches of tension. Not 8, not 9, not 10. Just a little bit. Underhand grip, neutral wrists. And 8. And 7. And 6. Oh, here it is. Oh, I missed it. Sorry. I don't want you to lose your workout by resending that. Sorry. We'll get it again when we're stretching. How about that? And 3 more. 3. Last 2. And 1. Oh my goodness. Woo! Shake out your arms. That's for biceps, back of shoulders, and posture muscles, those rhomboids. March it out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now, hinge forward from your hips, hands on the thighs. By pressing into the thighs and the thighs pressing into your hands, creating resistance, or your forearms, you're working your core. It's like doing a chair plank. Now we're going to tap the toes and tap and tap and tap and tap, tap and tap, and out and in, out, in, out, in. So a perfect complement to those ankle circles, the flexes and points, and the single leg Dynaband presses, single leg press. We are working the shin, working the ankle, working the top of the foot, fall prevention at its best. These muscles are responsible for flexing those toes up. So if you see some uneven sidewalk, roots of a tree, you're going to step over it because your shin muscles are strong. They will be able to flex and accommodate that lift. And 8 more, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! March it out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So if you prefer not to do the 4th set of 20 sit to stands, do a second and final set of a toe tap. You can alternate it. You can tap with toes forward. So yeah, competitive rowing. Here it is, a sport. La la la. Oh, octopus? I missed it again. Sorry. I wish I could read as fast as I talk. All right, guys. So sit to stand, you can use the Dynaband or not. You can do your toe taps in lieu of a second set, a 4th final set of sit to stand. Here we go. So your arms are forward or down and sit to stand. Pull back and pull back and pull back and pull. Woo! So class is over in about 6 or 7 minutes. So I don't know about you, but I'm sitting on the edge of my seat, literally, waiting to know of what that boat is called. So I'm sure the very knowledgeable people that have been texting me that I don't quite get to it in time will be happy to share with all of us, because I've got to know now. Exhale. Woo! Exhale. Let's go for 10 more, guys. 10. This adds a lot of load. So if it gets to be too much, place your hands on your thighs. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last 4. Here we go. 4 and 3. Woo! And 2. 1 more and 1. Oh my word. Okay, please place the Dynaband down behind you. March it out. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. We are almost ready for our cool down. Let's just get a quick stretch before we do our final exercise. We're going to do our 90-degree angle leg, hip flexor, groin, quadricep stretch. Squeeze the left buttock and push it forward. Lift up that S-curve neutral spine and twist away from your camera. So you're looking over the right shoulder. You can take your left hand, put it on the outside of the right knee. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. 1 more, and exhale. And uncurl the body. Let's just go to the other side. Now, the right leg is at 90. You're on the toe ball, perpendicular bottom of foot to the floor. Squeeze your right glute, your right tush. Push the hip forward, lengthen, stretch, and twist. So place that right hand on the outside of the bent left knee and twist to the left slowly and fully. Try to look way beyond your left shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Slowly uncurl your body. Woo, and march it out. I know this sounds a little bit something. Grab your weights. A little crazy, a little, super motivated on my part and yours. But let's go ahead and grab our weights, and we're going to do a combination of a back and chest exercise. So feet are hip width apart. You're going to start in a 5-degree hinge from your hip. You're going to pull your elbows up. Then you're going to take them from here right to your shoulders, over your head, down, and then hinge. So again, your hinge is just about 5 degrees, hardly anything at all. So arms down, they pull in, sit up tall, bring your weights to your shoulders, up, down, hinge, and lower. So it's a hinge, up, shoulders, press, down, hinge, and lower. So if it feels like there's way too much, ambitious, that's what I was looking for. If it's a little too ambitious at this stage of the game, take a break. You can just do the overhead press or just opt for this bent over row. That's totally fine. You guys really worked every muscle group today. This is just a little extra credit. Pull, hinge, press, hinge, and down. Row, hinge, press, down, hinge, and lower. So this is when you take your trip in the spring or the summer. You're on the airplane, you're lifting up your suitcase, you're putting in the overhead, you come back down. Lower the bag, you pull the bag up, hinge, press it up into the overhead, and then you're pulling it back down and back to the floor. Why you keep doing this over and over, I don't know. I'm not going to judge, but we want to be ready for it just in case it happens. Maybe it's Groundhog Day, right? And up. Let's go for 4 more, guys. Here we go. And 4. Okay, Groundhog Day. Here we go. Bill Murray and curly-haired lady, really pretty, Andie MacDowell. Kind of looks like Melissa Manchester, not Helen Reddy. See how the jokes come full circle? Oh, 1 more. And up and hinge down. Let's slowly lower our weights down to the side like it's an exercise. I don't know about you guys, but I got quite a workout here. Quite a workout. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale halfway down. Palms are facing down. Shoulder blades tight. Just circle the shoulders forward just a few times. Circle the shoulders back just a few times. Waking up that rotator cuff. And relax the arms down. Bring them behind you. Roll your shoulders back. And enjoy a nice chest, front shoulder, bicep, forearm, and wrist stretch. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Relax your arms down. Right hand on the chair, the thigh, left arm up and slightly over. So a very slight arc going over to the right side. Think of lengthening and lifting more than arcing. So I really want you to lift and lengthen and open that vertebrae, lengthen and open and separate intercostal muscles above and below the rib, each rib. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Then slowly down, and let's do the same thing on the other side. The left hand on the thigh, or the chair, and reach the right arm up. Lift, lengthen, lift, shoulders down, up and over. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keeping the abdominals and core braced, but this waistline, the rib cage, shoulder, lengthened and lifted. Really stretch it. Stretch that vertebrae. And then all the way up and relax down. Roll both shoulders back, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and forward, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Roll the shoulders back once, hold on to the opposite elbow, and just gently pull the arms to the right and pull the arms to the left. So this is more of a rhythmic, dynamic stretch, which counts in stretching. It could be a static stretch or dynamic, which is movement, rhythmic. And then look in the opposite direction if you're comfortable with that. Arms to the right, look left. Arms to the left, look right. Go slow. And if you feel dizzy or doesn't feel comfortable, you can keep your head neutral. And 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And then arm center, march it out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Give yourself a little bow, a little curtsy, shake out arms and legs, and have a beautiful rest of the day. And if you guys want to know what that boat is, I know somebody, please make yourself known, smart person.
That was quite a workout. Thank you. It was wonderful.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad, Jennifer. Thank you. Yeah, drink water, guys.
So according to Google, it's a skull.
Thank you.
SCULL.
Excellent. Thank you, Jeffrey. And thank you, people who texted. And thank you. It's a skull. SCULL. Okay, great. Now we know. Okay. All right, guys. So yet not next Monday. I have it in my notes. My notes aren't in front of me. I could have sworn we're going to see each other next week. Let me see here. January 28th. So
it's in 2 weeks.
It's in 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Well, thank you